Hello again. Now, roads are already packed this afternoon as holidaymakers are flocking to the various destinations for this Easter weekend holidays. Parents are also concerned, of course, about the safety of their children while traveling. They have to be. The Wheel Well organization provides safety projects for children and those transporting them. Now, figures from the year 2021 road deaths are showing that 2,257 out of 12,549 people who died on our roads were children. That's more than 2,200. That's quite a lot of children. Peggie Mars, the organization founder, joining us now in studio for more about their efforts. Peggie, welcome to today, and thank you very much for coming into our studios.
Thank you very much.
I mean, yeah, to keep a child safe while you're driving, you require equipment.
Yes, you do.
And many people say they can afford it, for example. That could be a reason. But it's very important that you restrain your child while you're driving, because the consequences are dire.
Yes, it is indeed. You know, when you're driving at speed, when the vehicle stops in the crash, the occupants still go. You know, they don't stop unless there's something that restrains them.
There's still momentum.
There's still momentum. Yes, unless there's something that restrains them. Now, for us as adults, there's the seatbelt in the car, and by law, every vehicle must have a seatbelt for every seat. But what do we do for kids? Because the seatbelts don't fit them. You know, seatbelts are made for adults. It's like adult shoes that you try and fit on a child. It doesn't work. So car seats are designed to fit children. And there's different car seats for the different developmental stages of children. So to keep up with them as they grow and grow stronger.
Affordability?
Affordability.
I'm sure you've had many people say, oh, it's too expensive.
Yes, it is expensive. But luckily, with the help of SuperQuick, parents can donate their car seats that they no longer use. And then we will clean them and make sure they are still safe for parents who cannot afford them new. So the affordability is now taken care of.
Yeah, what are you seeing numbers-wise? I mean, I just read a statistic that more than 2,250 children died on our roads in 2021. That's quite a lot of young people.
It is not just young children. It is that many families affected forever by the loss of a child. You know, loss of a child is not just grief, it is trauma. And trauma lives with you much longer. It is something that changes your life, and we want to prevent that. You know, our children need to grow up. They need to realize their potential. And road deaths is the highest external factor of death for our children of all ages here in South Africa.
Now, your efforts as the organization that is focusing on this, what is the main thing you do besides the seatbelt? I mean, the car seats that you get, you recycle, you fix them, you make sure they're still in a good condition, and you offer them to the people who can't afford. What else are you doing?
So around the car seats, we do a lot to educate parents on the correct car seat to use, how to install it correctly, when they need to transition to the next seat up. So everything around car seats is part of the Car Seats for Kids campaign. But we also have children as pedestrians and children in school transport. So for our children as pedestrians, we have a campaign where people knit beanies for the kids, but a section of it has reflective yarn in it. Beanies is something that children will wear. And the dangerous time of the year is winter, when it is dark early and dark in the mornings when they go to school.
Are your campaigns national?
Yeah. We try our best. You know, the only thing that holds us back from being in every part of the country is the logistical and financial support to be there. The will does not. The will is there, you know, and it is just the means to be there.
Yeah. Are you seeing an improvement in the reduction of fatalities of children in our country today? Because now we are all watching the Easter weekend. Law enforcement is out there. I've been crossing to various parts of the country with our reporters, watching and making sure that motorists are safe, road users are respecting the laws. But we're still concerned about the numbers of deaths on our. Too many people still die on a daily basis. What about our children?
Look, every death on the road is one death too many. But when we started back in 2012, over 5,500 kids died on our roads that year. So we have had a reduction of 55% since Wheel Well started. And I'm not saying it is just all our efforts, but it is blazing a trail. You know, we started an avenue of activation, and that is the magic, you know, of raising awareness on an issue. The other thing that we can celebrate is that here in Gauteng, 24% of children are in car seats. Down in Cape Town, it is only 8%. So here where the activism happens, where there is a means for parents to get a car seat, there is a higher percentage of car seat usage.
What do you think is the role of the law enforcement agencies or our transport authorities? I mean, we all know about the famous Arrive Alive campaign when we get towards the December holidays, for example.
Yes, yes. Look, everybody, every adult in the village is responsible for our children. You know, so it's not just law enforcement, it is parents, it is everybody who can assist, can help in saving children's lives. The law says that all children under the age of 3 must be in a car seat. So children over the age of 3 must be in a car seat if one is available.
Okay, what would your advice be to parents who are watching and listening, or they know of family members who use public transport?
Yeah.
For example, your minibus taxis, our buses, and you are traveling with a child. What's the best safety advice you can give? Because many of our people today, as we speak, will be heading off home either on public transport or in their own vehicles.
Yes. So all transport that you pay for is exempt from using car seats. They don't have to. So all taxis, buses, etc. Buses are much more safer than minibus taxis due to their size. You know, it is very much a size-weight thing when it comes to crashes. So the impact on a bus is much less. So if you can use a bus to go to where your family is, much safer. In a taxi, it is very, very difficult because of the loading of the vehicle. You know, the adults pay the fare, so they sit and kids are in laps, and it is not safe. But for those parents who can make their child sit on a seat, there's a device called the Secure Kid harness. It is a little device that repositions the seatbelt so it fits the child's body. It fits it properly on the shoulder and across the lap where it should, and then the seatbelt can do its job in keeping that child safe.
Okay, final question. Are you still tracking the deaths of children on our roads?
Always.
2021, the number that we've read was 2,257, and you said that had halved since your campaign started in 2012.
Yes.
Has the decline continued? I think it's continuing now, 2022 into 2023. Are you aware of the numbers?
The numbers have not been published. The RTMC is the body that has been tasked to publish these numbers, and we don't have that for 2020 just yet. So
for
that
2022?
2022, yes, my apologies. We usually get that in June, towards June.
Well,
so then
hope.
we will know. But we're holding thumbs that it's a downward trajectory.
Yeah, and you've got a website where people can go to support your efforts.
Yes.
What is it?
www.wheelwell.co.za.
Wheelwell as the wheel of the car and well.
Or they can just Google car seats for kids and they will find us.
.co.za or .org.za?
.co.za.
Okay, so it's wheelwell.co.za. Go on there and see what you can do, your part as a parent and as a citizen to make sure that our children are kept safe on our roads in the right way. That was Peggie Mars. She's the founder of NGO Wheelwell.